Go now, but man, that was a fun time, and that was something I had gotten close to a couple times. I had wrestled in the ACC finals a couple times, so to finally get to that one off of my back, metaphorically, it meant a lot.
Corey Daniel, who you beat in the finals, playing for USA Rugby, quite a rugby player as well. Took a little bit of a lead in that match.
Yeah.
Flair for the dramatic.
As most of the time, that always happened when I wrestled. Wow. And on a deep shot there, goes to throw it by, drops underneath to the ankle pass. And we're already scrapping, and we're not even 20 seconds in.
Yeah. Solomon and Abbas with an allocation on the line here. Not where Abbas expected to be. He was hoping to be an ACC champion. He finds himself in a 5th place match against Finn Solomon.
With no guarantee.
Yeah.
Help me with that, because they didn't do that in every weight class, but with 4 NCAA qualifiers, they did elect to have a 5th place match, I guess, with the notion of an at-large.
Exactly, yeah. So one of those criteria that they'll look at is, one placement outside of your allocation, and this can carry a lot of water for either of these guys as they enter that at-large pool, and the selection committee really tries to break down their candidacy. Good reshot by Abbas, but kick out by Solomon.
I'm still kind of flying high on that reboot of Jacob Casper winning that ACC title in Chapel Hill. That was awesome.
Some great memories there.
Yeah, my older brother was able to come to that match, actually. So he was here at ACC Championships, and we had a song that we really liked that I walked out to. So if you noticed, when the curtain came open and the smoke went out, I was walking real slow because I wanted him to hear every single second of it before I competed. So that was a really special thing, to get to celebrate some of those moments with my family, because so many of these guys are out here competing, Dean, and it looks like it's just them out there, but they're competing for so much more, and they're competing for so many people other than themselves. So that was a really special part of that memory for me.
Well, it was special for me, too, as a broadcaster, doing different things, including being on the mat right after you win, where the emotion is raw. I loved it, and darn it, COVID came, and they eliminated it, and I feel like Brandon Neff has been fighting to bring it back, but now with linear and making sure you get to the commercials on time and that type of thing, it's not there in the ACCs. It is there at the NCAAs, which is awesome.
Yep, Quint getting to do that for a long time.
We've
been thankful to have you here, Dean, being part of this event with the ACC. From our memories of being, college athletes and now getting to call the matches with you, it's been such a blast for me the past couple of years to be able to experience that with you and learn from you on the broadcast side, as we get to enjoy the wrestling here.
Yeah, definitely feels like a full circle moment, Dean, so thank you.
No, thank you guys. Front row seat here. I do miss that. That was so much fun.
I agree. I think, like I said, wrestling is sometimes a inside the box type sport, and when emotions are high after the match is where you get some of the best organic moments. So I enjoyed that as well. And if Quinn Kesnick ever wants to give up that spot, I'll gladly take it too, and I would love to be the one asking those questions.
You'd be great at it.
And we saw one of those great moments last year with Caleb Henson after he won his national title for Virginia Tech. All his teammates mobbing him, carrying him around the arena, talking about his family and, what it meant. And they're special moments. And I know those guys who have been champions appreciate the opportunity to share that emotion with somebody at Matt's side. And, thankful this guy had the chance to do that back in the day with you, Dean.
My second favorite interview is this score is 6-1 in favor of the 3 seed. When Lewis was a freshman, he won the ACC tournament at Castle, and he was completely spent, bent over, did the interview bent over, and that was a pretty special moment because, as you know, Virginia Tech, they know wrestling.
Yeah, funny enough, when Mekhi Lewis, we were going into that tournament, Rhino said that he predicted some things. So if I had an oracle ball at some point, I would remember I was sitting here in the office, and I was watching film on him. And I remember telling Coach Lanham and Coach Nelson, I said, if we don't pick him off at the ACC tournament, this kid might win NCAAs. And they said, what are you talking about? Like, he's not ranked that high right now. He's going to be an 8 or 9 seed, like, at NCAAs. I said, I'm telling you, this kid's almost impossible to score on a single. He's good on bottom. He's good on top. He's addressed some holes. I was like, this kid might go on a run. And then sure enough, Zach Feinsilver took him down at that tournament, but it was only, I think, the second takedown he gave up that entire year, and then he went on to win the NCAA title. He was tough as can be. I was a big fan of his and watching him compete and toe the line.
And I can confirm that story is true, because that was another inside information that I had of, you got to watch this guy. He may end up winning the whole tournament. And then he did.
Yeah. We talked about family earlier, you know, and Jaden Abbas, his dad's Jerry, one of the greats of our sport, an Olympian, you know, has done so many great things. Now, do you think that's an added benefit, or is that an added pressure? Do you believe, all right, hey, this is in me because it's literally the blood that courses in my veins, or is it, oh man, I have these shoes to fill and this reputation to uphold?
Depends on your attitude. I think for a lot of guys, it's the pressure of that expectation. And then knowing that, you know, Jaden was an All-American as a freshman and then not getting back on the podium, there's a lot of pressure knowing, you know, your dad's a 4-time All-American, your uncle's a silver medalist, getting back to that spot and overcoming. And then, you know, a lot of your opponents as well, seeing that name even coming up through high school, may be intimidated, but these guys in college are going to be excited about the opportunity to knock off an Abbas.
As he looks to build his lead, he's 6'2" right now. Riding time seems to be coming into play here as we're about to head into the third.
Do need to point out that this match does not count toward team points, as you just saw on your ACC Network extra screen. And want to remind everybody, 8 o'clock on ACC Network. It'll be the 10 finals, and they'll also crown the team title as well.
Look at that beauty.
Yeah. Where do you keep your trophies? Where are they, Jacob?
I actually renovated a house, and when I did so, I recreated the floor plan, and we have like basically a spare bedroom now that operates as kind of like a trophy room and everything.
Awesome.
You know, when I do podcasts or interviews or anything, I'll set up in that room to do them, and it's got all of my wrestling shoe collection, which is probably quite a bit more impressive than my trophy collection, to be completely honest. So it's cool. It's got a lot of memories in there, more importantly. A good scramble there.
Rhino, I got to ask you, as we look at Solomon here down 7-2, I feel like he's a fantastic wrestler, just a little bit unlucky today.
Yeah, it's been a bit snake bitten. All his matches have been pretty close. You know, he's another guy we'd expect to see at the national tournament, even being in this match. And I think he's more than capable of winning matches there. You know, had that tough scramble with Geoffrey. With 4 seconds left in the match, ends up giving up that takedown, and now he's needing to kind of try to battle back, and probably needs a 5-pointer. Well, what we used to call a 5-pointer, more
Yeah, foot
6
to
or
back
7-pointer,
in some capacity, yeah.
Here to win this match, as Abbas gets on the leg, and this is going to just eat time.
We'll have one more match here on mat 2. And I'm a little sad, actually, as we'll have to say goodbye to Jacob and Rhino. That'll be the 174 fifth place match.
Solomon's going to have to roll. Should be a 3-point takedown, but
With riding time also on the board, it's
2 seconds left. Not much you can really do here for Finn Solomon.
No, but exactly what I'm talking about. He passes the eye test, but it may be a stretch.
It's just highly competitive. And like I said, when you only have 7 teams in the conference, you have the ability to watch film on all of them, have them all scouted, and then some of those coin toss 50-50 positions, if they don't go your way, like Rhino said, kind of snake bitten. That's sometimes what happens, unfortunately. It's how the cards kind of lie when they're dealt.
That'll be Rocco Contino, who we've seen here.
And Lorenzo
Norman.